Bounty Hunters issue 38 heads to the past, where the now cyborg clicks in wonders if they should show such force to the incoming separatists, but Telemark tells him that he is only there to reserve and his counsel is irrelevant and unwanted. Telemark quiets himself as the separatist shuttle lands and General Grievous disembarks. Telemac hates that Grievous is also part organic, but doesn't dare say that out loud, instead showering the general in praise, asking why he has come to their station. Grievous says that he is there to offer them protection, and Telemac knows that in return, they are to give him more droids for his army, since he can't best the Republic with the ones he currently enslaves. Grievous, visibly upset, reminds the droid that he is giving him a chance to get revenge on the Jedi that destroyed them, but Telemac refuses to serve organics again, and until Ajax Sigma returns to them, they will protect his dream. Clixon tries to tell them that they can spread across the galaxy with this deal, but Telemac shuts him up, having his soldiers surround Grievous and his battle droids. Grievous unleashes his lightsabers, knowing that he can at least make use of Telemac's parts. The free droids attack as in the present. Telemac tells Tonga and her crew that they can visit anywhere on the station, but it would be better if they waited in the hangar for Valance. Tonga is frustrated that they haven't had any news on Valance's cerebral procedure yet, but Kel tells her to calm down since they shouldn't antagonize their hosts too much. Deathstick and Dirge both want to blast their way out of there, and Bosk believes that he should have just up and left when Tasu Leech left. Tonga refuses to leave her friend behind, already having lost so many she cares about. Clixon watches from the spy cameras around the hangar and inside Telemac, talking through the droid and assuring them that they'll be reunited with Valance soon, and he'll join them shortly if they just wait. Zell hopes that Zuckuss and 4LOM are having better luck, as the Gand and droid team meanwhile continue through the station, finding an ominous energy hangs in the station. 4LOM finds it strange they can't find any other droids in the station as the Scourge-infected ones continue to hunt them from the shadows. A mouse droid soon bumps into the hunters, and its hatches open and one of the small Scourge droids leaps out. Before it can infect 4LOM, however, Zuckuss destroys it, alerting them to the dozens following them. They try and outrun them, but their path behind them is cornered by the Scourge-infected droids, who tell 4LOM that he cannot fight conversion and he can finally be part of something greater. Both hunters agree that their survival is of great importance, fighting through the droids and easily picking them apart before escaping through a gap in the enemy's ranks. They run into a dead end, however, but 4LOM thinks that Zuckuss' view of the situation is wrong, spotting what appears to be escape pods along the wall. Zuckuss thinks that they can use them to escape, but 4LOM's calculations reveal that they can't, since the Scourge will reach them before they can seal the door and launch. Zuckuss pushes his friend into the escape pod, telling him that if he stays there, they both die, and if Zuckuss leaves, 4LOM will be turned into a weapon against their friends. The droid accepts the deduction, telling his friend that his sacrifice will be honored with a Gand ceremony. The pod blasts away with 4LOM inside it as Zuckuss turns to confront the Scourge, ready to fight the droids to the death. However, the droids leave, telling the Gand that he is inconsequential to their mission. An hour later, Tonga's crew finally looks to do something, pushing over the now powered down Telemac. As Bosk and the others argue over what to do now, Zell asks Tonga why they are risking all of this for one cyborg. Tonga explains that Valance is her friend, and when she couldn't save her brother or Nakano Lash or her wife and her marriage, she thinks that she can now save Valance, since if she can do that, maybe this will all finally mean something to her. Zell thinks that she intends to turn her back on the crew, telling her that the crew they've assembled is the future and can be something special under the right leadership. Deathstick warns them that something is happening as Valance makes his way back into the hangar. In the past, General Grievous cuts through the free droids, realizing that they would have been little use to him in the war effort since they are so soft. The free droids, however, begin targeting Grievous's Magna droids, ripping them apart easily while Grievous was distracted. However, the general knows his guards are very easily replaceable. Telemac welcomes Grievous to battle him, asking him to come and add some more scars to the face he hides behind his white bone mask. Grievous, however, is tackled down by the free droids, shocked at how they move unlike any droids he's ever seen. Telemac tells him to flee while he still has the chance, but the general slashes himself free, telling them that none are a match for him. Telemac agrees, but there are so many of them and only one of him, and each of them is willing to sacrifice themselves for each other. Grievous doesn't want to test their devotion, escaping back to his ship. He tells Telemac that he can keep his army and he will find resources elsewhere since the droids are disposable. unstoppable. Clixon is angry that Telemech let such a powerful being like Grievous go, since they could have allied with him and spread their word across the galaxy. But the droid smashes the cyborg in the face, reminding him that he is not a droid and he is just a botched medical procedure driven insane by technology too advanced for his organic parts to adapt to. Telemech remarks that it was Clixon who reached out to Grievous, jeopardizing their lives by bringing him there. He reminds him of their mission to wait for Ajax and follow him to the true droid revolution, one Clixon will not be part of. Clixon knows that the droid is wrong and he will ascend to his true form soon, as in the present, Valance returns to the crew but doesn't say anything as Kel notices that something seems to be very wrong with him. The silent cyborg marches towards Kel, but Katak steps between them, using their changeling powers to morph into Yura, pretending to be Valance's old flame to calm him down. Lance stops for a moment, placing his hand on Katak's head, signaling to the hunter that the threat is gone. Suddenly, Valance activates his hand cannon, blowing Katak's head off as the other hunters realize that Valance is no longer Valance.